Hi, good day guys. I welcome you to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to be cutting a straight gown with a puffy sleeve. In order to get that, let's proceed. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Our upper part is a breast cut, so we're going to be cutting out that first before anything. We've already minus 16 from our total gown length, and that's the 16 we're going to be placing our breast cut on. To get that, you're going to be marking out your nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 4 inches. I added half inch allowance, then I mark 4.5 throughout. You know our fabric is on fold, then when we open it, it's going to give us 9. After that, we're going to proceed in marking our chest line. I used 10.5 for my chest line. To my underbust, which I used 4.5. And I'm going to just roll out. After that, I'll be coming inward by 1.5 from my waist line to my underbust line. And I'm going to roll it straight down. And I'll be joining the line to my chest line with a slant, like so. Coming to my shoulder line, I will minus 1 inches from my shoulder line, then I will join everything together. Then let's cut. So that's it. To get the other side, this side is what we'll be joining. This other one is what we'll be joining side by side. You know, the one we cut out first is the center one. In order to get that, I've already cut out the fabric I used there. For the depth, I use my actual 16 inches. Then for the width, I use 15 inches. It depends on your bust size. You can use 20 if you know you have a larger bust. I proceeded in first of all marking my shoulder measurement. I already minus 3.5 from it. Then my shoulder divided by 2, which is 8. 8 minus 3.5, which gives me 4.5. Then I added 1 inch sewing allowance and it makes it 5.5. Then I'm going to be coming down by 8 in order to get my armhole curve and the likes. And I'm going to create my armhole. This one is just for the cutting. We are still going to trim it after joining the clothes together. And I'm going to come down to my chest line in order to get the actual measurements. For this other part too, we've already minus 9 inches from our actual bust measurement. To get the accurate measurement, you are going to divide your bust by 2. My bust is 40, I divided it by 2, which gives me 20. 20 minus already 9 inches that we've already gotten, then 11. You are going to be placing 11. You know your fabric is on fold, which you are going to be marking 5.5 for the 11. 11 divided by 2, then you add your allowance to it. Coming down to your waistline, you are going to do the same thing. Your waist divided by 2. My waist divided by 2 is 17. 17 minus already measurements on that center, then add your allowance to it. I hope you get that. Now I'm going to join. Sorry, I'm going to cut. Let's cut. You can actually use this for your normal breast cut and it's going to give you the shape you want, trust me. Then you're going to shape it, leaving about 1 inch for the front in order for you to cut out the shape. You won't place it to the extreme end, you are going to move that center backward in order for you to be able to shape it. Then that's it. I hope you get that. You can rewatch the video to understand it better. We're going to join it in order for us to cut out our neckline and some others. Let's join. So this is after I've joined them together. You can see without even anything is even giving us that bust shape, bust cut shape. You understand what I mean? So just go through your measurements. If it is accurate, if you have enough allowance, just go through it, and that's by that you know that's it and it's accurate. Just go through others and see if others are accurate to you. In order to get your accurate measurement, you can actually add enough allowance to it. You should add enough allowance to it, so by that you won't have any problem. To cut that neckline, you're going to my use for my width, I used 3.5. I don't want it to be too open for the neck. Then I come down by 4.5. Then you're going to see how I'm going to shape it. Because it's a sweetheart neck, I'm just going to shape it like so, coming down by 6 inches, which is okay. And we are going to cut. I'm just trying to be careful there. I don't want to go in deep. Tada! Our neckline is ready. You can see it's already giving even without putting the wording inside the press cut, and it's already giving. So you can actually come down more than this if you want, but mine, I'm okay with this. Let's proceed in marking our back. I've already marked out my zipper allowance over there. I used 1.5, then I proceeded in marking my back measurements, which is 8. I come down by 8 for my armhole. Then I'm going to be cuffing it now. My chest line in order to place my bust measurement. Forty divided by 410 plus 2-inch allowance. Then my waist 8.5 plus 2-inch allowance, and we are going to cut. Then I draw my armhole. You are still going to trim it. You might be wondering that the front armhole is not as wide as this. We are still going to trim the armhole properly after I've joined everything together. You're going to open the back. Make sure you always notch your zipper allowance so that if you finish sewing, you won't have problem or crack in your head at what measurement did I use. So if you've already notched it, you are not going to be passing through that. Then my neckline that I cut out, I just place it on my back in order to get the accurate wideness that I used. I don't want to like, did I use 3.5? Did I use the other side? And I come down by 6. I want a wide, low back neck, you know. Then that's it. Then that's our back. So let's proceed in marking our down length. So for my down length, I'm going to be marking the remaining measurements. My total gown length is 58 minus 16. The remaining one is for my down part. Then I proceeded in marking my hip line, my knee line. My hip line is 9. My knee line is 18. and I'm going to be cutting that now. I've not yet placed the measurements. Relax. I just want to cut it out. For my waist measurements, I place my waist measurements and I add the allowance to it. And I come to my knee, to my hip measurements, then I place my hip measurement to that too. Then I minus just 1 inch because I want that shape, I just minus 1 inch from my total hip measurement. I measure 1 inch for my knee measurement so that there will be a shape. And I measured that everything throughout. I measure the -1 throughout the whole length. For my back, I just folded it and removing my zip allowance from it. Then I cut the actual shape out. Make sure it aligns with each other. Then I cut out the shape. I hope we all know how to cut a straight skirt. And for the sleeve, this is where the go. For my depth, I use 22 inches. And for the width, I use 25 inches. And the fabric is already in two. And I go ahead in marking out my armhole, my sleeve, that armhole, the one that will join to the armhole. I went ahead and do that. Then I will show you something now. And I come down by 10. That is where I want my smoking thread. I'll be using a smoking thread in order to gather it together to give us that puffy shape. Then that is where I'm going to be smoking it. I'm going to use a smoking thread. You can use an elastic if you have. And after you use that, it's going to gather together and it's going to give you that. But then for the down part, you use elastic. Thank you for watching. Thank you.